Hey y'all, I'm getting ready to do a series of scrapbook pages for using the collections called Autumn Toile and Gathering Together, which are very fall inspired and outdoor inspired. It's hunting season around here at my house with all my son and my husband. So I am excited to share those with you. So I will be sure and subscribe to my channel and click on those videos that you like them, thumbs up. And so I really hope that you enjoy those. I got my inspirational shirt and check out that sunrise, love it.
All right, that was Teddy racing through that screen a minute ago, and this is Autumn Toile paper set. This is on last chance right now, so you definitely want to get your hands on that if you do. My first favorite few are up first, that deer paper and the pumpkin paper you were seeing before. I love this brown grid paper. It's so cool. Absolutely love the fox paper. Look at those foxes, gorgeous. These would be great here for any manly pages. And these I think are pheasants, so game bird hunting that people do. And these kind of vines. I love the coloring on this, and that goes with so many things. All right, this is Gathering Together, and it's beautiful. It goes with so many things. This is a really beautiful Cajun craze color. Oh, those leaves. You can tell I've used a bunch of that because I only had that much paper left. Really pretty shiny plaid with the gold on there, and then of course that beautiful background, beautiful leaves. There's like 3 different sets of colorings for the leaves in this Gathering Together. Wood grain, can't go wrong with a dark brown wood grain, pretty Christmassy green color, another one of those different color variations on the leaf pattern, another wood grain, and a really nice neutral, and then a great Cajun craze plaid. And look at this. I've seen this used in so many different ways with that beautiful gold paper. All right, here's the sketch I'm dealing with. It's my November sketch challenge, and this was from Erin, from Crafty Concepts with Erin, and these are the papers I picked for this page. Okay, this one is from the Gathering Together that I showed you, and this one is from Autumn Toile. And the pumpkins are so beautiful for fall usage there. All right, so I went ahead and cut the papers down according to the sketch I just showed you, and now I'm gonna get them lined up so that we can start putting on the pieces and see how we're going to arrange the photos. So this is just taking a minute here, get it set up just like the sketch. And then this was a brown color with the deer on the back from the Autumn Toile. I just love those deer. I love the deer pages. I'm going to show some of those later. All right, now we're ready for the other elements from the sketch. So we've got the pictures, but we also have the arches. And this is I'm going to show you everyday arches set. That's a die cutting set that we use to make those. And then I did it from a brown. Here they are, everyday arches. Love this set. It's kind of something great for my stash. I'm going to use it a lot in different things. And then I have 2 sets of pictures, one for each page side. Okay, there's Jared, Sam, and Hunter, and we're at Eckert's in Belleville, Illinois. And look how young they are and cute, sitting in that truck, standing by the truck and over by the tractor. I love the photo ops there that they do at Eckert's. It's an orchard, but it also has like little animals over there and kind of a petting zoo area and games and little carnival rides sometimes. Now these are me and Hunter going when he was a little bit older to Perryville to a really cute pumpkin patch, a little farm place there, and it was so decorated up and cute, and it actually is a pumpkin patch, so it goes perfectly with the paper. All right, so I glued down all my base paper, and now I'm kind of working with the photos because I like to go as close to the sketch as I can, but the photos in this case kind of dictated, the size of the photos dictated where they were going to go. And so I had to switch up the arrangement of the sketch just a little bit as to where the photos go. All right, and this one here I ended up kind of tinkering with quite a bit because the photos were a little bit bigger. If I hadn't already had them printed, I would have printed them all a little bit smaller, and that would have worked out a lot nicer on the page. But they're going to work, and the good thing about bigger photos is that you can see the picture really well when you glance at it. You don't have to look real close. All right, so the arches are going to probably go here, and I'm going to try them both directions to kind of see how I like them best, but I'm already thinking about putting a tractor on this one on the left here. So I'm laying it sideways to make sense for what I'm going to do as far as embellishments with my tractor. And I have a really cool Stampin' die set here. It's called Tractor & Co., and it is also on last chance right now. There it is, and you can get different sets. You can stamp the image and cut it out with these die cuts, or you can just cut out images. Like here's a good example of a green tractor that I stamped, and the little wagon that it pulls behind it in the green to match my paper. And then I have a red one that's just a die cut, a straight up die cut. And I decided to go with the green tractor because of all the red in the red truck and the tractor in my photos. I thought it would look nice in a green color. And then you see those pumpkins in the back. I fussy cut those out of that pumpkin patch paper that's along with the Autumn Toile. And then the tires are just straight die cuts. They have the center and the main tire part in the different sizes. And but I loved how those pumpkins turned out that I had cut out. Now, I've given a lot of thought to the other images here, and this truck came from a Christmas card set that Stampin'Up had. It's been hard to get because they keep selling out of it because it's so cool. And then it has this cute little golden retriever in it and a slot to put him in if you want to have him sit in the back, which is initially what I do here, but and then I got to thinking about it. Up at the top corner, I'm probably going to put the title, but we'll work on that. So here's some images I found. I already had these colored, and they were from that stamp set right there. And I love this. These Stampin' Dies are also in the last chance section right now. And I went ahead and die cut some more pieces. Look at this cool piece that I had die cut from the paper there, the pumpkin patch paper from the Autumn Toile. And then this is an old school stamp from Stampin' Up that's a rubber stamp. Look at that, little farm animals. And they did have several farm animals at both of these little farms, the one in Belleville, Illinois, and the one in Perryville, Missouri. So I thought that fit really nicely there, and I really liked it in that open spot, even though I'm not sure if that'll be where it stays to live. Okay, and then I cut out these cute rows of corn from this stamp set, Tractor and Co. stamp set. Has all kinds of other stamps there. Look at the little corn cobs. I stamped and die cut those out, and they'll go on top. I'll put those on top of the corn things. And after trying it in several places, I ended up liking it behind the truck down there. So I did some regular stamping, regular strength ink to match the green for those on this paper, but I also did stamped off on those lighter colors right there, and that could be my background rows there, just to create a little depth and interest there. And I really, really liked how that turned out. So this is kind of my basic layout of how I'm starting out right now, but I'm thinking, where's my title going? Where's my other stuff? Oh, that's some more die cuts, some more cuts I did out of the paper. That's a great way to come up with some embellishments, is that. So I ended up cutting out some of these circles from my Spotlight on Nature dies, and I'm getting ready to show you those. I was thinking of those for my journaling as well as for my title. And then I also pulled another set for the word. Oh, there's my Circle on Nature dies. Folks, you got to get your hands on those. And then this one right here has a bunch of holiday words, and I took Happy Autumn out of those words, and those are on last chance. Okay, so I did a little gluing down of the things that I knew I was going to keep where they were, and looked down here at the truck and all the corn, and then I put my little things I cut out from the paper right there next to it, and those pumpkins look great. The scale is great. Now I'm just kind of making final decisions on the title, and I decided, look at that. I went ahead and put that one that I found in my stash there of the stamp and colored pumpkins, and I put it with the title, which I loved. The title is out of that new copper paper right now, and then the Happy Autumn was, and the die cut set I just showed you. But then the days I took that word from some letters that I had ordered at scrapbook.com, and they were kind of in a sort of coppery color like my die cuts were. And then I really wanted to use these, so I took it over here by my arches, my other arch, and I like how it looks with that dark brown background, but every way I look at it, I can't quite figure out how I'm going to put my journaling in there. So it's just not working. It doesn't look right. I can do one or I can do the other, but I want to do both. I'm just not happy until I can do both. So I had to kind of end up turning the camera off for a minute and giving it a little thought, and so I could also, glue down what I do like. And then I kind of made a decision on it that I was happy with. So I don't know. I just didn't like it in this arrangement. It just was not working. So here's what I did. I went ahead and glued down the title there, right there up in that corner. And, there's that letter sticker from scrapbook.com, and those were so cute there. And then looky there, I just turned it upright and put the journaling on top and the little critters on the bottom, and I think I really was happy with how that turned out. I could use all the elements I wanted to add to this. I hope you like it. Here are the still shots, and the colors of this paper are just so gorgeous. Love it. I hope that you will take advantage of picking up that Autumn Toile while you still can, as well as maybe the tractor and company if a tractor is something you could use often enough to justify it. Hey, thanks for watching, y'all.